the last 24 hours, the popular MSP private server, MSP Retro, has been shut down. Everything has been deleted, and the person in charge of the payments has gone on a massive tirade and run away with the money. Of course, I need to let you know that I'm not an expert on this subject. I have just basically been told to spread the word, and I've been given permission to share screenshots here as well. Do feel free to correct me in the comments if I've gotten anything wrong. This video was put together in quite a rush if you couldn't tell. And obviously don't go after anyone who I've mentioned here in this video. I've done a little bit of censoring just for people's sake. Some of the messages are out of order. I just wanted to get this video out as quickly as possible. So I'm going to cover what happened, what you should do if you were a victim, and also what I think the future holds for the MSP Retro private server now that it's gone. With all of that out of the way, I'm going to give you the rundown. Last night, these messages were sent into the MSP Retro Discord server. You can pause to read the entire thing, but all you need to know is this message is from someone called X, who was the person who managed the payments and the person who went on the tirade. However, I think Sally summarizes it pretty well. Hey everyone, just wanted to let you all know, MSP Retro is officially down and all data has been deleted. The owner decided to keep the money people spent on VIP, which is honestly unbelievable. I'm still in shock, mourning the game we all loved, and really feeling the unfairness of how this all ended. Everyone deserves to know what happened. So from this point, everyone started freaking out because what do you mean all of our accounts are gone? This private server has actually been up for a couple of years, and although it was buggy and the servers weren't always up, there was still quite an active player base, and more importantly, people had been paying for VIP this whole time. And we had just reached a milestone with MSP Retro becoming the first private server to have a browser version. Whilst I was reading all of this, it was nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. I was trying to get out of the door for work, but what I saw was people worried that they weren't ever going to get a refund for their VIP. They were very upset about the lack of communication. People were also very concerned about getting a computer virus because the original Retro MSP was a downloadable, and when you downloaded it, it did come up saying it was a Trojan. Needless to say, people were just absolutely furious about this, and the conversation just spiraled from there. To stop anyone from speaking out, the official Discord chat channel was shut down. So we all moved to the backup Telegram, and this is where the crash out happened. So all of the people who had spent money on the game started calling for the person in charge to come and own up to what they did and give everyone their money back. Come to find out that this person had been taking payments through friends and family, which if you don't know and you don't use PayPal, when you send a payment through friends and family rather than goods and services, you're offered no protection, there's no way to get a refund, the money is sent and that is the end of the story. So eventually this X person actually decides to message into the group chat. Hi. Please give me my money back. No, the money's gone. I gambled the $40 MSP Retro made in 1 year away. This person was just being nasty. This was a complete 180 from the polite tone that they gave in the original statement. They were just trolling and they were just trying to get under people's skin. They were saying that they were going to try their best to make the money back at the casino tonight. They would appreciate it if anyone gave them a loan. They then claimed to have made $15,000 from MSP Retro and that they're very badly addicted to gambling. Which, come on now, there was no way that this game made $15,000. It can be very difficult to work out what's going on from these messages, but as far as I can tell, what happened? The person who owned the server stopped responding, or so this X person says. X stopped paying them the money, and so they stopped paying the server costs. According to X's narrative, they no longer have the money. They gambled it all away, but they're going to try to gamble it back. The person who lost the most money said, "Be a man and pay us back," and the money is not being paid back on the basis that X thinks this is transphobic. I swear to fucking God, this game. And at this point, everyone in the group just got sick and tired of it and decided to ban him. And that was the birth of this beautiful screenshot here. Anyway, I hope that somewhat cleared up what happened. It probably just gave you a headache. I know it definitely gave me one. So I'm going to talk quickly about getting a refund. At the moment, we're unsure of how many players have been effectively scammed out of their money. If I had to guess, it's probably only a small handful of people who bought VIP just before the server got nuked. But if you are a part of that group, please join the backup Discord server that I'm going to put in the comments and we'll try to help you out. As of the time of recording, there have already been discussions about making a new MSP Retro. and I'm really happy to see this. It is going to take a lot of work, there is a cost involved, however we do have a backup to go off of. Obviously everyone's accounts have been deleted, we can't get back any of the memories that we made on there or the movies, but I feel like it would be a really kind gesture for anyone setting up a future MSP Retro server to offer us to have the same usernames, or if you were scammed, to have a period of free VIP. Another thing I've seen discussed is the idea of adding advertisements to fund the server rather than just purely relying on VIP. I think this is a great idea on the surface. A lot of people do use ad blockers though, so I'm not sure how they would integrate them in a way that means that they can't be blocked. I feel like having advertisements for the free-to-play players would be good. It would allow us to actually have servers that don't constantly go down or lag, and then maybe an option to buy VIP if you want it, and that removes the ads. Hopefully we can all learn from this experience not to hand over money if it's through an unprotected method like PayPal Friends and Family, but due to the nature of this private server, I do think that any future renditions will basically require cryptocurrency in order for it to be paid. I think this is going to be a major pain point, and so we're sort of at a point where someone is going to have to give up some money to get the server back up and running. The other option is to run some sort of fundraiser, which I think people just laugh at, or they could rely on social media advertising, but I'm pretty sure the main MSP bosses, let's just say Klaus, would not be too happy with this, and I can foresee MSP's legal team trying to take action in the future, which would be a quite hypocritical move on their end given their plagiarism. I think in order for this new MSP Retro server, if it ever comes about to be successful, it will need to be browser-based, which obviously we've only just got there with the old server before it went kaput. And like I said at the beginning, a lot of people are worried that they've now got a virus. If there are any future servers that aren't browser-based and you have to download them, I'd recommend doing this in a virtual machine or somehow sandboxing off the app. As for people who have already downloaded this game, I don't think there is a virus in it, but of course there's always a chance. It's a very common story with this sort of thing. If it makes you feel any better, run a virus scan. I don't think that people's main MSP accounts are being hacked because of this game. Overall, I think this has been a huge blow for the MSP private server community. We have lost one of the greats today. Not only was the server hugely nostalgic for me because this is how MSP looked when I first signed up, the community and the people who play are actually great, and it's really nice to have an adult-oriented server. Fingers crossed the talented people who put their time into this game stick around to see it come back. When the official game servers do shut down, private servers are all we're gonna have left. It has been such a long day. This isn't the end of the video, but it is all that I have to say about MSP Retro. If this is where you want to head off, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate people taking the time. So now for my yap. Some of you may have noticed that I haven't uploaded in months. This is because I took on the monumental task of making an MSP iceberg, of which there are many already out there. However, I felt like there were certain topics that I wanted to cover, and I just really wanted to make this video, so for the last year I've been trying to make it happen. I'm really proud to announce that the video is probably, I want to say 75% done. I've put most of the pictures in, like all the topics are written up, I've done the voiceover. There is a couple more topics that I need to add in, and of course it needs all of the work after that. This isn't an MSP channel, but I feel like there's still a few more things that I need to get out of my system first. I really wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for all of the support in my last video. I could have never even imagine that it would get the amount of support that it did, and I really do love reading through the comments as well. I'm really fortunate to be monetized on this channel, so everything that I earned from that last video and the one before that, I've reinvested into not the iceberg video, but the video that's coming after that. It's still really early days, there's a lot that could go wrong, it's kind of out of my hands at the minute, but I think you'll want to see it, and it's one that I really want to make. Fingers crossed I can get at least one of those videos out by the end of the year, but it goes without saying that I really do appreciate everyone watching. With that, that is the actual end of this video. Thank you so much, and until next time... Ugh.